Have you ever felt a moment when life suddenly begins to make sense in a new way? Not like a fairy tale where all problems vanish, but in a deeper way, where you finally start to see the hidden patterns of your own journey, where the confusion begins to shape itself into clarity, where the chaos turns into lessons, and where you realize that you are no longer swimming against the invisible current that used to hold you back. If you are listening to these words right now, it is not an accident. The universe has brought you here at this exact time because you have crossed an unseen doorway. You are not standing at the beginning anymore. You are standing at the threshold of readiness. The universe has been watching you silently. It has been testing you, not with punishments, but with experiences that slowly shaped your strength. Every delay, every failure, every disappointment was not to break you, but to prepare you. And now, something is different. The energy has shifted. You are no longer waiting for permission, no longer waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. Instead, you are beginning to move, because waiting has become more painful than stepping forward. The safe comfort of preparation has started to feel like a prison, and even the most comfortable prison becomes unbearable for a soul that is alive and ready. Most people spend years, even decades, preparing. They collect degrees, skills, and approvals, waiting for someone to tap them on the shoulder and say, "Now it's your turn." But you already know the truth. Your turn comes when you decide it comes. Confidence does not arrive before you act. It grows inside you while you are moving. Readiness is not about waiting for the world to open the door. It is about realizing that you already carry the key. Think of the last months of your life. How many times did you choose honesty over comfort? How many times did you walk away from something that looked good on the outside but felt wrong in your heart? How many times did you stay strong when everything in you wanted to run? These were not small decisions. They were not accidents. They were silent tests, and you passed them, maybe not perfectly, but consistently enough that reality itself began to shift around you. Doors that were once locked started opening. People who were once unreachable became closer. Opportunities that seemed impossible started showing up. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is recognition. The universe is recognizing your frequency, the energy of someone who is finally ready to receive what they once only dreamed about. But readiness is not about being fearless. It is not about knowing all the answers. Readiness is simply the moment when resistance falls away. It is when you stop fighting the current and allow yourself to flow with it. It is when you stop trying to control every outcome and instead give your full presence to the moment in front of you. The universe has been training you for this exact shift. Every heartbreak that did not destroy you was building your strength. Every failure that taught you a lesson was adding to your wisdom. Every moment you almost gave up but chose not to was sharpening your spirit. You are not the same person who began this journey. You are not even the same person who started listening to these words a few minutes ago, because recognition changes you instantly. The moment you realize you are ready, everything shifts. Your posture changes. Your breathing becomes deeper. Your voice begins to carry a new authority. People around you will notice this before you. They will sense something in you that was not there before. Some will celebrate it, while others may feel uneasy because your growth will remind them of the growth they have been avoiding. But their reaction is not your responsibility. You do not need to convince anyone of your readiness. Your only responsibility is to respond to the calling within you to move when it is time, to speak when words are needed, to remain still when stillness holds wisdom. That is how alignment works. That is how destiny unfolds. Now think about the signs you have been seeing, numbers that repeat themselves, unexpected words you overheard at the exact time you needed to hear them, books that open on the page with the exact sentence you required, people who arrive carrying the message your soul was waiting for. These are not random events. These are whispers from the universe, reminding you that you are exactly where you are meant to be. You used to drown in chaos, but now you can stand calmly in the middle of storms. You can feel deeply without losing yourself. You can care without carrying the weight of everything. This stillness inside you is not suppression, it is the center of your being, and it refuses to be shaken, and even your dreams are changing. The ones you see while sleeping are becoming more vivid, more powerful, like conversations with your deeper self. But more importantly, your waking dreams are shifting too. They are no longer vague wishes. They are becoming clear blueprints with details, timelines, and steps. The universe is showing you glimpses of what is coming, not to make you impatient, but to prepare you. Because what is coming is not just a bigger life, but a completely different way of living. A way of moving in the world that many never discover, because they never allow themselves to be ready. The truth is simple. The universe knows you are ready. That is why you are here. That is why you are hearing these words. Readiness is no longer a hope. It is who you are. And once you accept this truth, everything in your life will begin to align with a path that was always waiting for you. When the universe knows you are ready, everything begins to change in ways you may not expect. Life no longer feels like it is holding you back. Instead, it begins to expand, pushing you forward into new opportunities that match the strength you have built. Yet this death is not painful in the way people imagine. It is like removing clothes that no longer fit. At first, you hold on tightly because they feel familiar. But soon you realize they are restricting your movement, blocking your breath, and keeping you from reaching your dreams. It has been waiting for you to take off the heavy layers of self-doubt, old beliefs, and outdated fears. It has been waiting for you to stop hiding behind the version of yourself that others expect, and instead reveal the version of yourself that the world truly needs. That is what readiness really means. It is not about being flawless or perfectly prepared. It is about understanding that the world needs what only you can give. Not in the future, not someday, but right now, exactly as you are, with your questions, your imperfections, and your unpolished truth. You have been carrying your gift all along. It shows in the way you comfort people when they are hurting. It shows in the way you notice solutions that others miss. It shows in the way you can hold space for complexity, for contradictions, for the beauty and struggle of being human. The universe does not ask you to become someone else. It asks you to become more of who you already are, to stop apologizing for your depth, your sensitivity, your vision. To stop dimming your light just to make others comfortable, to stop playing small in a world that desperately needs people willing to play big. And playing big does not mean being loud or dominating others. It means being fully present. It means choosing love when fear whispers louder. It means trusting the wisdom inside you, even when logic tries to argue against it. This is your time, not because you have earned it through suffering. Not because you have finally perfected yourself, but simply because the time itself has aligned with your purpose. The universe has stopped preparing you and is now watching you step into performance. This is why the opportunities around you may suddenly feel larger. It is not because the world has changed, it is because you have changed. Your energy has grown, and now your reality must expand to match it. Yes, this shift can feel overwhelming. Suddenly, conversations that once excited you now feel shallow. Goals that once seemed important now feel meaningless. The problems that used to consume you now feel too small. That is because you are outgrowing your old self in real time. And though it may feel frightening, this fear is only the shadow of your transformation. But remember, comfort has never been your destination. Growth has always been your path. And so, the universe begins to give you experiences that reflect your true capacity. It no longer shields you from yourself. It no longer softens every lesson. Instead, it treats you like the powerful being you truly are. It challenges you with opportunities that require your full presence. It places you in situations where you must rise to meet the strength you already carry. This is not punishment. This is trust. Not the stillness of hiding, but the stillness of someone who has found their center. You are learning to care deeply without carrying the weight of everything. You are learning to be present in chaos without drowning in it. This is maturity. Of the spirit, where once you dreamed in vague hopes, now you dream in clear possibilities. Your dreams are becoming blueprints, and your imagination is no longer a place of escape, but a map for creation. The universe is showing you glimpses of what lies ahead, not to tease you, but to help you prepare. Because what is coming is not just better opportunities. What is coming is a higher way of living, a deeper way of being alive. So the question is no longer whether you are ready. The universe already knows that answer. The real question is, will you step forward into what has been waiting for you? Will you trust that your readiness is enough? Courage is movement in the presence of fear. Certainty will not come before you. It is born. In the very act of moving, This is the truth that changes everything. Right now, in this breath, in this very moment, you stand at the doorway of transformation. The universe has done its part. It has given you signs, lessons, and confirmations. Now it is waiting to see what you will do with everything you have been given. Do not wait for another sign. Do not wait for a perfect time. This is the moment. This is your moment. Step into it fully, because the universe is not only ready for you, the universe has been waiting for you.